that it's been good time off social media. Just been trying to figure things out on my own and just trying to get things organized here on my end. Hope you've been doing well, by the way. Just want to make sure the volumes are good and whatnot. All right, so it looks like we're back live. Perfect. So as I've been mentioning, it's been a while since I've been live streaming and just been on social media lately. And just take a refresher. But now that we're back into the week, I just want to go in there to see what kind of opportunities lie ahead, and I guess just to kind of just showcase to you um, how is it that I interpret the markets. And if you're interested, maybe we can start setting up discussions on how we view price. Maybe start setting up videos and whatnot. Just want to see if there's people that are interested. Everything, everything that I know about the markets is totally based off, Inner Circle Trader. He's the person who I've been learning this from. But of course, with every single student in the class, everyone's going to be interpreting the information differently. So when you come into my channel, I kind of just want to showcase to you how is it that a person who studied under his content has come to interpret price action that you see today. Okay? I'm not saying I'm the best student. I'm not saying I'm the one that knows everything or I am a complete, you know, um, descendant of his knowledge, but I'm literally just someone who has put the time in to watch his videos, study it, back test it, and try to come up with his own way of interpreting the markets, right? Because I mean, everything that's been given to you has just been methods and concepts and just things you can use to interpret the charts. And while some of the information is ambiguous, I feel like that's why everyone kind of has like their own interpretation of how they view price. This is just kind of like mine. I try to stay as closely as possible to what his teachings show, but of course, I am my own person as well, so I'm also independent to the stuff that I know as well, and this is kind of like how I see things. And often, sometimes we align together, and it goes into a certain direction that we anticipated. Speaking of which, right now we have two liquidity pools, right? We have the buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. So I'm just waiting for more information. Right now, the markets are giving me lots of signals, and I'm not seeing any. Well, we have this bullish discount array that's meant to act as support if we're gonna go up here. But notice how it's been like traded to it and through it. That to me is already hinting that perhaps we might be having like a sleight of hand characteristic. So instead of pursuing the intentional direction going up, perhaps we'll be needing to go down lower first. Let's see. There's also 9 o'clock. That's about to start here. In terms of what's balanced in the higher time frame, the price action below yesterday's PM that has been balanced. So this whole jargon down here. I thought that that's what I think that that's where we may be we may be going to. Let me see here. We also have the 8 p.m. open, midnight open, right? So if these were signals that price would probably wanted to go up higher, we would like to see this continue to shoot up. But we're retracing back down to this entry, so it's either going to be consolidation or a reversal to get down lower. So it's 9 o'clock now, right? So we have to update our balanced price range. So let's see here. plug this and see what we have here. So it's 9 o'clock now, right? Let's take a look at 7 o'clock. Here we have a low to high, higher high, higher low. This low was contained from this low, so this is what you would call it. This is what you would call a breaker. A breaker block. Why do I say this is my breaker block? Because this high to low, this swing high was broken up here by this other swing high. Where was the inception of that? What's the real block? This. Do you see any actual imbalances in that block? We have this imbalance here, and we have this whole thing. So my eye is immediately looking at this for price to trade back up to all of this. That's like a really sensitive area that price can use back up to quickly reprice and then head down lower. So this is a SIBI as well, as you can see, but I'm combining it with the volume imbalance low. So I'm using the open of this candle here at 801, and I'm going to be extending this forward. It's going to be relevant to me till 10. So you'll see that 9 o'clock opened. We didn't trade up to here. So that immediately talks to me like if it's speed. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is looking good so far. And then lastly, there's the 830 to 845. That's the high to low. Yeah, I might just reference this swing high as well, and that has been balanced. Okay, see that we tapped the Tuesday pre-market sell side liquidity pool. How lower can we go? To the Asia, because everything else has been taken. If not, we could simply reverse back up to here and use these other old liquidity pools as like a turtle soup to head back up higher. That's where we are intending to go today. Okay, just want to make sure that everyone here tap the lows. Perfect. So what happened at 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock we opened. We used this balanced price range from swing low to high, and then immediately we didn't even get to reprice to the imbalance that was created by this block here, by this breaker. So this shows willingness to speed to get down lower. So the first take profit would be right here on the pre-market lows, because that's what's been left behind from the pre-market session. And now we're looking to see if we're going to keep going up. Notice that we still have this 8 o'clock entry, 0 GMT. Right, this would have been used to continue to see prices go up higher, if that's what we're going to see today. If we're going to keep going to see price up higher, I would like to see this be our turtle soup. But yeah, right now I'm on the bias that perhaps if everything's going down bearish, we're probably going to be heading down over to pre-Asia sell side liquidity. just want to get myself aligned here. One moment, guys. Okay, we're halfway through the 15 unit time cycle, so I don't want to see it return back to its original um, balanced price range, which was this low to high. This is also the first percentage fair value gap for the hour. I don't think I see another one, do I? No, I don't see it. So this is the first percentage fair value gap for the hour. And if we don't want to see it revert back up to here, right, because it's already 8:07, we're halfway there to the 15 unit time cycle. We don't want to see it revert back up to here. That's balanced. We have our first percentage fair value. It's an area where price will need to reprice to get that inefficiency. And then we're using that to see if perhaps we're going to keep going down lower. And just like always, forward testing. So this is why I use this account to forward test. Okay, so we're at the consequent encouragement now.
Order filled.
Let's see how the other systems are reacting off this imbalance. This one overshot it. This one overshot it. Sorry. This one overshot it too. This one didn't. So, I mean, this could be a good entry right here. This candle. As soon as we trade down back to its open, perhaps we can see it be used to head down lower. Why? Because the low of this fair value gap right here is actually a swing high here of this candle. So if this in essence is a small turtle soup, if this is in essence a turtle soup, right? We want to take the candle that pierced through it, which was this one, the 909 candle. So if we're gonna see lower prices today, now they created a swing high, trading back down to it. I would like to see that stay as like a protected swing high. Okay, it's also 9:15 now, so it's the start of a new 15-unit time cycle. So what has been balanced? We have a high to low, still this. Let's do So I'm seeing the confluences of two balanced price ranges stacked up here. So we have an intermediate high, yeah, stacking on top of this high here. And now we're creating this swing high here on this imbalance. I don't know, guys, I'm kind of favoring the sell side right now. I'm going to update my stop loss here too, so that we can mitigate the loss as well. So if this was the original order block, right, changing the state of delivery, when we pierced above this, what do you think this makes it? This candle here, 914. Probably looking at that to be our propulsion block, right? So we don't want to see that trade through the medium threshold coming back up again. So we'll see what will happen here. Slowly approaching 930 now. Has it been 7 minutes? It's been 7 minutes now, so I don't anticipate us going back up here again. That's all balanced. So now it's just a matter of seeing what this high, the swing high will do. Consolidating over this fair value gap. And again, I'm still favoring the sell side. I mean, down here. Oh, what? Look at this. Oh no, no, we're good. They all tapped it. I don't know what I'm saying. Disregard that comment. And again, this is just a demo trade. You guys can see this is all demo paper trading account. So I'm not trading real money here. Okay, let's just wait for more information. We're about to reach 9:30. We still have this breaker up here with the imbalance down here, so I'm very interested to see in how that will affect price. From this high to this low, that's still imbalanced. Okay, that's still imbalanced. We have the swing high here. Price took it up here, and now we're looking to see if this is still going to act as a resistance to head things down lower. Like, I still think there's more liquidity for price to run down lower. We'll see. I think I'm only gonna be live streaming until 10. Simply because there's a couple other things I need to do today. Then we also have the CPI tomorrow too, so you gotta be very careful with the upcoming week. Okay, one more minute till market opens. And again, right here, this is what I'm also seeing here. Market white. Why is this a point of interest, this little white spot? So what I've been learning from lately is that on the order block, let's say it's a bullish order block, right? So we need a down close candle before we meet the selling candle, the buy candle, right? So as it's going down and creating that down candle, it's leaving behind pockets of inefficiency that once price creates that change in the state of delivery, price would retrace back down to not just the black candle that represents the selling side delivery of the order block, but it's going down there on the lower time frames to fill an inefficiency so that it can take price to keep going upwards. The same logic applies here. This is kind of like how I've been interpreting it lately. Breaker blocks, mitigation blocks, right? Kind of have the same thing on it. As price fits back into it, it's leaving behind pockets of inefficiency while it's created that failure swing or that break of all high, the breaker block. So price will use that pocket of inefficiency to fulfill the agenda of the breaker block. That's kind of like where I'm getting that idea from. In this case, look at this. Very interesting how we're repricing. We have reacted off open flop of the 120. Oh snap, look at that. 6 o'clock, where are 6 o'clock? No, yeah, this was the open flop. Right there. Mm. Look at that aggressive repricing. CB traded through it became an inverse parallel gap, acting as a discount array. Here, let's have this discount array here too. More specifically, this sell side delivery, what kind of inefficiencies have been left behind? Wicks are also gaps. Right? See down here. Interesting. Gap to go up higher. Whoops. That was some aggressive price action right there. Okay. Don't see any symptoms of the first fair value gap yet. See, like here, this bullish order block, while it's making that high to low, it's a sell side delivery going on somewhere there. So if we could have access to the seconds chart, we could probably be looking at gaps or inefficiencies that were left behind by the algorithm to refer back to in the future. So it's 9:30, right? Oh, interesting. So on futures, we're seeing an aggressive repricing down lower after the 9:30 candle. What minute was this? This was the 9:30 minute. Okay, well, we're good. Oh, I forgot I didn't consider the wick that's here. What's the command? Control Shift H. Shoot, I forgot the forgot the command, but it's this one. Control Alt H. Yeah, see there's a wick here. I didn't see that. Look at this messy, messy, messy morning we have today. Still no sign except the first percent at fair value. And price is still going, by the way. So let's take a look at our high to low structure here. All right, let's take a look at the higher time frame position here. What are we seeing on the hour? We got the this. Let's bring you over. Whoa. It's our opening range gap here. Open. Close. Okay, so we have a busy floor. Price opened up, traded down. I see this guy keep trading down lower to fill this gap. Fill what's missing. The low at 9 o'clock. In terms of regular trading hours. See, the way I'm thinking about this is I'm seeing this as if I were entering on a entry based on the 8 o'clock or 12 o'clock, right? So if I'm still bullish and I'm entering here, let's say here, this level, at the opening of this 400 hour GMT, right? When price retraces back into it, I'm in on a long, right? Possibly using this as my swing low, stop loss, or swing low as a stop loss. So these are my stop loss that are based on a long position. Price behaves in this manner. That kind of changed my bias too. We have a high to low. Oh, 45 seconds. Turn above it. Oh, look at that. So let's put our eyes into the perspective of it being bullish, right? We have changing the state of delivery. Let's say this is going to be our change in the state of delivery. Cool. Price does this other sell side delivery, but it doesn't change, doesn't continue the expansion upwards until this little order block, which dipped inside the previous order block, making this our propulsion, right? So I literally just went inside here on the lower time frame and trying to see if there was a gap, and there was. It's very small, but it used that to expand up higher. So very messy, very messy today. Yes, very tough today, this market. Seeing how it's just consolidating. This is probably all perhaps in preparation for tomorrow. We have CPI and PPI this week, so I'll be very cautious in terms of trading today. This week, actually. So it is understandable. There we go. Finally have our first fair value gap. Too busy. Now it's just a matter of will we be heading down the lower, down to pre-Asian south side. Only time will tell. I really like the reaction that we had up here to the swing high. It's finally 10 o'clock too, so I'm gonna go ahead and update our markings. Look at that, we have a dealing range. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Yeah, we have our dealing range bullish. Now, if we're going to continue this bullish price action, I would have liked to have seen this low be reacted from in the form of turtle soup. Let's see if we'll take it higher. because we have a dealing range, low to high, right? This makes this balanced. Going back down to it, I want to see this whole range. Here acts as resistance. Don't want to see it explode up higher. We also still have the first percent fair value gap. Which one? Enough to move this busy here. From the 956 candle. Right there. turtle soup up higher, right? If we're gonna keep going up higher. What candles is 10:03? Let's see here. All right, y'all. It's a hard read today. But all in all, like the PDRA, some of them were respected, some of them weren't at a certain time. And just the amount of signals today, like wow. So really challenging day in terms of taking it. But now after the fact, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, could have created the low of the day, take out the sell stops here. If we're going to fulfill the agenda of meeting up to this buy side, we should self-sponsor ourselves by taking on an old session low, which we did here, to acquire more sell stops, sell side liquidity, right? Buy from people who are selling, and then immediately taking up upwards up here. Okay, instead of aiming for the down low here, that's all that was, because I was seeing bullish price action get disrespected. I was looking to see it down here, but I didn't take into account the speed bumps or the things that will get in the way of making us reach down to the sell side, which are these old previous session lows, okay, which are now being used as discount arrays to take it up higher. All right, yo, so that's all I have for you today. My eyes are going up here for Friday's September 5th New York Open buy side liquidity from last week. Will we get there? That's kind of like what I'm anticipating. All right, yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.